All right, what up, what up, what up, what up, people? What's poppin'? What's going on? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy. The dating game was good. So I had to start the stream late today because I was coming from Florida. I was on the plane and shit. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm here now. We gonna get it poppin'. We gonna get it going. What up, Soul Prince? Oh shit, I gotta turn on the fucking Skype. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I was like, I knew I forgot to do some shit. Let me turn this Skype on. You feel me? What up, Justin, Miami, Stefan, Benedict? What's good? Just making sure the Skype is on. Hold on. All right, let me make sure this shit is good. All right. Here we go. Man, so what's good, people? James Eternal, what's poppin'? Cardio King, Smile with a hop, without a hobby. What up, Ronnie Scott? What up? So today I wanted to talk about how getting chicks is hard if you don't know what you're doing. So if you do not know what you're doing, getting women is going to be hard. See, sometimes depending on the day or whatever, depending on the situation, getting girls will still also be hard even if you do know what you're doing. So if getting girls is going to be hard if you do know what you're doing, then if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be even harder. It's going to be like fucking crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Now I was thinking about this because I was in Florida all week and with Miles, and we was working on the documentary and shit, right? But we went out 3 times, at night to go and hang out, holler at some chicks and see what's popping. Semi, you said, what's the setup for the live stream with the callers? It's just Skype and OBS. It's Skype and a program called OBS. That's it. So we were in Orlando, Florida, right? And the first night we went out was a Sunday night, and y'all saw the video I did the other day when we was in a car, and we was talking to them chicks in the street, and the first 2 chicks is acting funny. And then we started talking to these other girls, and then the first 2 chicks came back or whatever. So we were talking to chicks in that day. Then we went out the next day, and it was kind of slow out there, so it wasn't really anything popping off. But we met these 2 girls, and then that's when me and Miles did that live stream. We was talking about receipts, right? And then we went out yesterday. So we went out last night, and last night was the worst night. You know what I'm saying? So we was out there talking to girls, but shit wasn't really popping off like the other 2 nights. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there was one situation where Miles, he got this bad chick's number, this young 22 chocolate sister. She was bad. But overall the night wasn't that great. So you feel what I'm saying? But this made me think of this topic today because I'm out there and I'm just like, yo, this shit is tough tonight, right? And I'm like, I have strong games. I'm imagining guys whose game is super weak. This shit is difficult. See, now it's like it's almost like for a second I was like, damn, I was feeling sorry for all the MGTOWs. I was feeling sorry for the incels. I was feeling sorry for the TFL guys. I was feeling sorry for the black pill guys. Because I'm like, shit, if you do not have game, this shit is going to be tough for you. I'm just telling you right now. This shit is going to be tough. What up, Dante? What's popping? This shit is going to be tough. And the thing is when you know what you're doing, you understand what I'm saying? You're going to have better chances to make shit happen. So like I said, we went out 3 nights, and out of those 3 nights, we only had 1 bad night, right? Out of the 3. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have all 3 bad nights. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing, right? Oh, let me give you guys the number. For those who don't know, I'm going to take calls in a second, but I'm going to give you guys the number now, 646-481-3901. What up, Alpha Interactions is popping. Okay. So that's the number. But the thing is, guys, if you do not know what you're doing when it comes to dealing with women, it's going to be hard for you to get women. Period. Because, like I said, even when you know what you're doing, you're going to be in them situations where shit is not going to, it's going to be a little bit difficult in certain situations. So, so you really got to understand this game. You feel what I'm saying? Let me take some calls real quick. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, what's good, Locario? What's that?
I'm good. Why your phone sounds so low? What's going on?
Yo, can you hear me now?
Okay, I get you now. What's good?
Yeah, yo, man. So, I keep on following your advice and stuff. Everything's coming along well, but I like to talk to you because I see a lot of similarities in like between me and you, and I like talking to a lot of white chicks, and I notice I can't really be myself when I'm around black chicks because some of them can be hood, ratchet, and ghetto, and because I'm articulate, what I'm saying? It's just a problem. Like how can I find some like good black chicks out here, man? Like I don't know.
So you saying that you can't find no black chicks to fuck with?
It's not that, but you know what I'm saying? I was watching one of your videos about like dealing with cooperative chicks, like and I'm not saying all black chicks, but just some. Like I run into the hood rats, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I like run into more white chicks because they're cooperative. They don't give me shit, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, this is the thing. Don't ever deal with the hood rats. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the thing. You gotta look at what type of chick you're dealing with. So if you're trying to get some black chicks, you got to deal with the black chicks who ain't on no hood rat shit. You know what I'm saying? Deal with the black chicks who got the natural hair and fucking like burning incense and all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like try to holler at them. You feel what I'm saying?
Word. I'm not gonna waste your time, Locario. I know you got other people waiting on the call, but thanks for the question, man.
All right, man. No problem, bro. All right, bro. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Don't be fucking with these hood rats. I don't, man. Listen, I do not fuck with no hood rats. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't my speed. I mean, if that certain nigga's thing, then they got to do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, man, I was like last night. I just felt sad for a lot of guys, man. I was like, this shit is going to be hard for dudes out here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. There's gonna be like a lot of dudes is gonna continue to stay virgins. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes gonna continue to be frustrated. It's gonna be crazy. What's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, this is your boy DM Washington. What's good, Locario?
What's up? What's poppin'?
Not much, man. Listen, these guys on here, they're making this situation way bigger than it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Way bigger. Like, guys always talking about the looks, money, and status situation.
Right.
And a couple years ago, I was dealing with a chick. She had a whole nigga, bro. A whole nigga. He was making $90,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
I was only making maybe 19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
She still was dealing with me.
Right.
Still dealing with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's not about the looks, money, and status. It's just about your mouthpiece, man.
Right. Well,
like when I'm out, when I'm at the mall,
mm-hmm.
I just say the first thing that comes to my head. I be like, "Oh, you looking like a whole snack out here," you know what I mean? And it's however they react to it, I just go with it. You know what I mean? So it's really not that hard, man. It's just about having fun, man.
Right, but that's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of these dudes, they can't get out their own mind. They're just like, you know what I'm saying? They're so all over the place with it. You know what I mean? Or they have a mentality where they think it's impossible to get chicks, or they think they can't do anything, or they think no girl's gonna like them, so therefore it's hard for them to do anything because your thoughts become your actions. As soon as you gotta think you can do it, then you can do it. But there's really a lot of these dudes just need to change their mind. That's all it really is. You know what I'm saying?
It's the mindset, man. Like
my
uncle always told me when I was coming up. He said, "Listen, you can't do nothing without thinking about it first."
Right,
said,
exactly.
When guys go rob a bank, that's a thought that occurs before you go rob the bank.
Right.
So if you're talking yourself out before you even go speak to the girl, you're going to be nervous anyway.
Right.
You're going to talk yourself out of it, and she's going to sense it, and then she's going to reject you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's real simple, man. Guys really, y'all just need to get on it, man. Like, just have fun with it.
Real talk, man.
Everybody not gonna turn you down.
Right, exactly. Real talk, bro. Appreciate the call, man. All right.
Yes, sir. All right.
Peace. All right, let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on?
What's poppin'?
Chilling. Who this?
What's going on? It's your boy Dominic.
What up?
I talked 2 days ago too.
What's good with you?
Question. So basically, there's this girl I hit on Instagram, right? She's bad too. She got back to me, right? And I set up a date with her.
Mm.
And then what happened is she, like, it wasn't she. I was supposed to set up a flight to go back home to Nevada to go see her. Well, not to go see her, but I was going regardless, and I wanted to hit her up during that weekend that I'm going to be there.
Right.
And now I'm not able to go. And so I told her, like, that, you know, I can see her next time, but what do I do in the meanwhile? Do I talk to her? Do I just kind of leave? Do I kind of just, you know, hit her up when I'm able to go, or what should I do?
Yeah, don't. This is the thing, man. Don't. You know, you don't gotta hit her up, bro. Just like, when's the next time you're gonna be in that area?
Like 2 weeks after I was supposed to go. Something
Okay,
like that.
yeah, just be like, listen, you know, and you know, I can't make it. I'll holler at you when I'm gonna come through, and then when you're about to go there, just be like, yo, I'm coming through, and then you come through and see her. So you don't see the thing is,
okay.
and so you said you met this girl off of Instagram.
Yeah.
And so when did you meet her? How long y'all been talking or whatever?
I mean, like I didn't really talk to her that much. I literally just hit her up like, yo, I think you're cute. Let's get to know each other when I'm back in town. That kind of thing. I didn't know who she was in the beginning.
Right.
Like we never met in person. So.
Right.
And then after that, I didn't say anything to her. And then I hit her up again, like, hey, you know, I'm not able to come. My school schedule's kind of conflicting, so I'll hit you up when I'm back in town.
Right.
So now I don't know what to do.
Right. Well, yeah, just hit it. Look. And when did all this happen? Like, when's the first time you spoke to her? Like, when did y'all first talk?
Maybe like a month ago.
A month ago. All right. And so all you got to do is this, man. What you want to do, and this is the best course of action. When you're dealing with chicks, you always want to set a time to see them, and that's it. And then just see them when you're gonna see them. Don't talk to them on the phone. Don't have a whole long ass drawn out conversation, because a lot of dudes think they have to like build rapport, and you know, I gotta, you know, text her and call her so she doesn't forget about, and you know, they be on that shit. The thing is this.
Yeah.
What you don't want, the reason why you don't want to you know, keep talking on the phone and all that other shit is one is because you're giving her way too much attention too soon. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And two, what happens is that you might end up saying something that will turn her off, which is gonna make her not want to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You see what I mean? Because that's how women are. So imagine you giving her all this attention, and then you talking to her, you know, back and forth and shit, and then all of a sudden, the next time you call her, you say something that she ain't really feeling, or she feels a certain type of way, and now you wasted all that time talking to her, and you're not even gonna see her. You see what I'm saying? So the best course of action, hit her up, be like, listen, I'm gonna be there on this day at this time or whatever. And then the day before you're about to leave, be like, hey, listen, I'm about to head out there. I'm gonna call you when I get out there. We're gonna get together, and that's it. You see what I'm saying?
All right, for sure.
That's it. All right. All right, man.
All right,
peace.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Peace.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, what's up, dog? Hey, what's your problem?
Oh Lord, here we go. All right, let me get somebody else. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this? You. Hey, y'all bugging out. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, Locario, what's good?
Chilling. What's going on, bro?
It's all going well. I'm back in Texas.
All right, so let's go with you.
I just wanted to speak to the subject. I think dudes gonna struggle the most when they lack purpose, and not just purpose in the sense of you do what you got to do as a dude, but I'm saying also knowing how to like lead a chick, right? And so when you're dealing with a chick, you kind of got to know exactly what it is that you want out of that situation, right? So it kind of just goes back to, I feel like everything goes back to purpose. You know what I mean? Like if you wanna hook up with chicks, then you gotta be on point in terms of how you present yourself,
right?
You know, and also your game. But also you gotta have the logistics down. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to meet a chick and like, you know what I'm saying, have a decent spot to like bring her back to, or like have a spot where you can get it in at, right?
Right.
And having a purpose, you know what I'm saying, about yourself kind of allows you to basically come up with a blueprint or a plan, essentially. That's
right.
basically what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it's all said and done, it all comes down to like purpose.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
damn, where you at? What's that stuff in the background? You got sound like you in.
My bad, bro. I'm in motherfucking downtown Houston.
Jesus Christ, bro. It's like,
yeah, this motherfucking like
18 wheeler just pulled up.
Okay, cool.
Doing it in reverse.
No, but I feel I feel what you're saying though. But the thing is, I feel what you're saying. Oh, shout out to Solo TV 84 in the building. I see what you're saying. That the thing is, this guys need like a foundation first of all. You see what I'm saying? With their life period.
Exactly.
And then with that, and this is why I told this other caller on the other show the other day, is that you have to fit chicks into your purpose. So basically what that means is that you already have the shit you want to do. You feel what I'm saying? So even with me and Miles the other day, we was on our purpose doing our documentary, editing the shit and all this other stuff. So once we was done with it for the day, then we go out there and talk to the girls. You see what I'm saying? And deal with that. And so based off of us knowing how busy we are, the amount of time we have, that's how we interact with women. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, since I know I ain't got a lot of time and a lot of, I'm not going to give chicks all that energy, I'm like, all right, when I deal with a girl, I'm being extremely direct. I'm letting her know what the fuck I'm trying to do, and that's that. You see what I'm saying? So based off of how my life is, it correlates to how I do my shit when it comes to game. You see what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. So essentially the purpose, your own purpose, but then you have a purpose for the chick, and that basically gives you the blueprint or the plan to how to act accordingly and follow through on that. And so, I just wanted to speak on that. But yeah, man, it was good linking up with you in New York.
Yeah, man. Let me know. Yeah, let me know when you let me know when you back out here, man. Because I seen you getting it in at that spot we was at, man. Because you was getting it in heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. So,
all right, man.
All right, man. I'm hollering. All right, peace. Yeah, man. So what is good, people? Jay Irons, you just got the book. That's what's up, bro. Appreciate it. I'm glad you reading the book and getting it going. You feel me? Alright, I'm not picking up any unknown calls, so you gotta have a phone number on this shit. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, what's up?
What's poppin'?
Jake from London.
What up? What's good with you?
Yeah, we spoke yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about something. Basically, a lot of people that call up, I think, because you made a video once about, the look game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, let's say you go on a date and you got dirt under your nails or things like that.
Right.
So like, a lot of guys, they'll get a haircut, they'll put nice perfume on, put good clothes on, but the actual hygiene is not taken care of. So let's say they're sitting across from a girl, they're like talking and stuff, and they put their hands on the cup, and the girl looks at their nails and they've got dirt in their nails. Girls, because that's going to automatically turn the girl off. And I think a lot of people forget that.
Right. Right. Nah, real talk. Well, that's an important part of, see, this is the thing that people got to understand about game. The game encompasses everything. You feel what I'm saying? So it's you overall. You see what I'm saying? So this is why you may look a certain way, right? But then your personality sucks. So your personality is cool, but then you might have, you might stink. You might have bad breath. Your fingernails are dirty. All that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
So that's how it goes.
I think a lot of like from what I've seen, like a lot of guys they're not very presentable. Like for example, you made a video I was watching, like you talk about how your top was crisp and stuff, and you getting choosing signals, because that's very important. A lot of men, they don't iron their chops. It's dirty and they've got stains on it. So this is extremely important, and that can turn off a girl.
Yeah.
So it's not just about leaving the looks; it's about the look.
Right. Real talk. And you gotta wash your ass and your balls, because you might get a situation where a chick wanna suck your dick, but she ain't gonna suck it because your shit smell like garbage. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure you do that shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man. But yeah, I think a lot of the guys that call up, they have to really understand, a lot of what you're saying, and because I can relate to, because I've been doing it for a long time, approaching girls, and I haven't approached a girl in about a year and a half, but I'm getting back into it. But when I messed up, it's because I wasn't in proper shape, like you were saying, like my hygiene wasn't good. So I think people need to understand that the game is extremely important, man.
Right,
it's not just about how you look. I think people get caught up in this black pill nonsense.
Right,
it's
real
ridiculous.
Talk. Real talk, bro. I agree, man. But I appreciate the call, my dude. I gotta get a few more of these, alright?
Alright, man.
Alright, man. You be safe, bro. Peace. Alright. Yo, what up? Who this?
What's going on, man? This is Kenny from Atlanta.
What's going on, bro?
Man, everything's cool, man. I'm calling it, man, because I've been dating this girl for a while, about 6 years.
Mm.
And she's a cool chick, man. She's, pretty chick, hard-working, follows my lead.
Mm.
So, things are going well. But I've been watching you, right?
Hold on, one second. I got all that noise in the background. Hold on 1 second. All right, go ahead.
Like, I've been watching you for a little minute. So, like, a year ago, I let her know that I, would want to, sleep with other women, from time to time. I'm 26, so, at certain times I'm going to want to, sleep with other women.
Right.
And so, we're still cool and everything. She's, we're still together, but, like, every time that subject comes up, she gets emotional about it. And so I'm to the point now where I'm not, I'm not sure if I want to continue to help her or allow her to help me with certain things, help me with my purpose, because I'm not, the situation is not going well as far as, managing her knowing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So she's feeling like kind of funny about it?
Yeah. Like, gets real emotional about it. Yeah, just don't like the thought of that. But I just wanted to be real instead of, lying like most of you do.
Right. So have you smashed another chick yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So last year I told her basically I had been smashing chicks the whole time we were together.
Right.
And so she took that hard, but we're we still together, no title. So when I told her that, so it's all good now. Still helping my purpose, things are going well, but just when that topic comes up, it gets a little rocky.
Right. Well, this is the thing you got to do though with your chick, is that you have to reassure her though that you're not, like that you, because this is the thing when what happens is that when you're messing with other chicks and she know you're doing that, she's in the back of her head, she's probably thinking you're gonna want to leave her for someone else. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is usually the reason why, she'll have that feeling. So you have to reassure her consistently that you're not. That like, yo, we together. I'm just doing my thing on the side, but that don't mean nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to let her know, because the thing is too is that if you got a good chick, you don't want to end up losing her over her just assuming shit. But at the same time, you want to still do your thing, but keep the management of the situation intact. So that means that you got to just consistently, on a consistent basis, remind her like, yo, look, I understand you feeling that way, but I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm here. I'm we're gonna make it happen and all this other stuff. So it's just a lot of the reassurance you have to do continuously. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's really all it is. It's like, and either, one or two things gonna happen. Either she's gonna get used to it and it's gonna not be as like emotional and bad, or she's not gonna get used to it, but she'll still feel that same way. But you still gotta just reassure her every time. You see what I'm saying? So that's really all you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, because it got to the point where I'm just like, I'm not going to continue to just be dishonest about it or, try to hide, hide the truth. So I'm, pretty much telling her, hey, I'm sexually attracted to other women. When we go out, we might make a comment like, hey, that woman's pretty, this or that. Like, I will sleep with her. And so yeah, that's real talk though. That's real talk.
Yeah, you just gotta have that communication, bro. Just reassure her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the main thing. You know what I mean?
I see. Did you ever have that situation, like up front, where it was like an issue?
Yeah. I've had that issue with my girl sometimes. Like, I'll mess with another girl or something, and then she'll feel a certain type of way, and then we got to talk about it and shit, because the emotions still come there. You know what I'm saying? It still comes out sometimes. So it's like it's just consistent. Communication, but also with your actions, meaning you're still there with her. You're still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're still, being with her. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like, because the thing is, what you don't want to do is, you don't want to end up neglecting your girl trying to fuck a bunch of other chicks. Like, you can fuck other chicks, but still, you got to still put in time with your girl. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I appreciate the advice, my brother.
Yeah, man. I'm a holler, bro. All right, peace.
Yo.
Later. Yeah. See, that's the thing, you know, most people, see, this is the hard part about monogamy. Most people end up wanting to have sex with other people, you know, after 7 years. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Mr. Locario, this was Billionaire Beat.
What up? What's going on?
Shit, man. Hey, I wanted to ask you cause like right now, you know, pretty much my game. You feel me? I've been doing everything right, but the thing is like you always you got time to grow or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So it's always like a learning process.
Right.
But I feel like what I let not like what I want to ask you like what good does seduction skills like bring you? Like what good does that do for you?
You saying what you saying? What does like what's the benefit of
like
being able to seduce
like,
women?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, like strong seduction skills, like as far as like talking like seductive, because you know sometimes you know you'll be talking about certain shit, and the more you like think you can go on like to like talking about sex, the more likely you is to say something stupid. You feel me? Like so you want to know like exactly like what you should say at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like at that moment in time, shit, when you like going to talk about sex and stuff like that, you feel me? Like off the rip. Because usually when I deal with girls, it just happens like naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like when I do it the regular way that I do it. But like if I want to go like straight into it, like you feel me? Like seductively, just like talking about sex, like do you got any material or stuff like that, or any advice you can offer me, or how I can like work on my like seduction skills?
Right. Well, the thing is, it's really, it's a lot of it is improv. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's all based off of what is happening in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some guys can have like certain things they say. You know what I mean? Like certain lines they have to certain, you know, to spark certain situations. But generally, the main thing you need or can do is you have to just be present and pay attention, because based off of what she's saying or what she's doing or how she's acting, that's going to give you ideas of how to, you know, what to say and, you know, when to say it. So for example, like let's say if a guy's trying to, you know, talk to this girl or whatever, and let's say because usually the only reason you would need to seduce a chick is because she's not automatically being cooperative and giving you what you want. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's what I was like going at. That's what I was trying to say.
So yeah, so let's say like a chick, let's say like a chick is, you're trying to talk to some chick and she's flirting with you, but she's not really, you know, she's playing hard to get, she ain't really trying to do nothing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then let's say like y'all talking or whatever, and then you may notice her looking at you a certain way, and then you might say something to her like, you know, why are you looking at me like that? And she's like, looking at me like what? You know what I mean? And then that's when you come in with this seduction, like, yo, you looking at me like you want to grab me here or touch me here or kiss me, you know, whatever. So it's just setting it up to get in her mind that you want this thing to happen between you and her. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a consistent, it's just being consistent with the flirting, consistent with the sexual tension. Because what you want, because the point of seducing a chick is to get her to the point of the type of girl who would have cooperated with you in the first place. So you want to get her to the level of cooperation, and you get her to that level by seducing her. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, you know, with those chicks, it's almost like, it's like this. Like I always say, you have the girl who's really into you, the girl who's somewhat into you, and the girl who doesn't like you at all. So the girl who's already into you, she's ready. So the girl who's somewhat into you, those are the only girls you have to seduce. You see what I'm saying? But what happens is when you get to the point of, you know, when you get to her to the point of wanting to do something, she's going to be just like the first girl. But it's like you have to warm her up. It's almost like this. Like the girl who's really into you, she's like she's like the cake is already, you know, or is done. The fucking girl who's you gotta seduce, she's not, you know, you gotta put her in the oven a little more. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta heat it up a little more. It's not ready yet.
You gotta put in that work.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
The first girl who like really into you, she gonna be the one that's down to like fuck you on the first date type shit.
Right, exactly. So that's what it is. You gotta, with seduction, you gotta just put in more of that work. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So that's all. That's all it is. And the work that you got to put in is not. It all varies because sometimes you may need to put in like an hour more of work, and then sometimes you might need to put in 2 weeks worth of work if that's how you're going. If you're still trying to fuck with her like that, you see what I'm saying? So it all depends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I had appreciate it, but I had one quick question. I don't know if you can summarize it. But it was something that you said a while ago. I always wanted to ask you about it. You said that you was quoting Roger Curry when he was saying women want the alpha with the beta traits. Like what you meant? What he meant? Like what can you give me a summary of what that meant?
Right. So you talking about the alpha with beta traits?
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Alan Roger Curry. So basically, the alpha with beta traits is basically the ideal type of guy that a woman would want to be in a relationship with, because he's alpha to where he's assertive, he's masculine and all that other stuff, but the beta traits means that he has traits of a guy who can be in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're like a total alpha male, you're not going to be a good relationship partner. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to have some beta traits to be able to be in a relationship with a woman. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it means. Is that? So that's what it is. Is that? But if you're that alpha with the beta traits, you're that sexual. She's sexually attracted to you because you're an alpha male, but she's also can be in a relationship with you because you have the beta traits. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Right. That's all it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's love. Appreciate you for breaking it down.
Yeah,
but
man.
I appreciate you, man. Keep putting in that work. Don't want y'all to do though.
That's what's up, man. I'm holla at you. Peace. All right. Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? Who's this?
Yo, Locario, what up? It's Mike from Brooklyn.
What up? What's going on?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to know what you think about going to the Pride Parade to pick up chicks.
Go to what parade?
The Pride Parade that's coming up.
Nigga.
People are telling me that's like a good spot to go to.
You saying you trying to go to the gay parade to pick up chicks? Is that what you're telling me?
That's what people were telling me. They was like, there's a lot of bisexual chicks there and they be down.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't even bother. You know what I'm saying?
But yo, man, I don't know, man, because New York just seemed like the quality of chicks is just going down, bro. So I was just trying to find a spot to go to.
Right, yeah, I don't think that's the best place to go because, one, a lot of those chicks ain't even that hot anyway, you know what I'm saying, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But also, two, you're not going to know who's the bisexual chicks. And two, and three, I would just say, a lot of them, and this is nothing, to sort of get at lesbian chicks, but lesbian chicks a lot of times they're very I guess hostile to straight dudes. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to holler at chicks. You feel what I mean? Let's say you trying to holler at this girl, and she's bisexual, but then there's another lesbian chick that's trying to holler, and she's like, "Why you here trying to?" You know what I'm saying? It's like that energy is just not good. You feel what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even bother with that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, man. Yo, bro, I just came back from LA, man, and the girls are beautiful out there. Came back to Brooklyn, and the first girl I meet back in Brooklyn, she got hair under her arms, and I pulled on her panties. She got her period tampon there and shit, and she didn't even tell me none of this.
Oh my God,
bro. And I'm like, yo, I got to get out New York, man. Because every time I travel, the girls are hot, they cooperative. I come back here, it's just reckless shit, bro.
Right. That's crazy, bro. You got, you know what I'm saying? There's some decent chicks in New York. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing is, whenever I see hot girls in New York, it's mainly at night at the fancy spots,
Right.
And a lot of times they either in VIP or with their crew or with their boyfriend. I never just see them walking out and about,
Right. I mean, it's you got to find out where you got to find the spots, man. You know what I'm saying? I usually go to Lower East Side or 14th Street, Meatpacking District. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to find the specific spots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't know any cool spots in Brooklyn, though.
In Brooklyn, shit. Nah, because I don't really do too much in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? As far as going out, you know what I'm saying?
Wild hood rats out here, man. Wild hood rats out here.
Right. So, you know. All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro. All right, man. Peace. Man, it is fucking hot, bro, out here, man. It's like, yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
This Reg, North Carolina. I had a quick question for you, bro.
All right, what's good?
I met a chick in L.A. about a month ago in a club. So, kind of got it in at the club. She was letting the nigga kiss on her and feel on her and shit.
Right.
Spoke to her one time. And I told her that I was coming back for a function in L.A. This weekend.
Right.
So she hit me up on Thursday and was like, you know, are you coming back in town? I was like, yeah, I got tickets for you and your girl, you know, to come through and fuck with me. So she tells me, where are you at now? And I said, well, I'm coming across.
Hold on, you're breaking up. Go ahead, say it again. You're breaking up.
Yeah, so I asked her, I said, well, what about this weekend? I said, well, will we be able to get any one-on-one in? So she was kind of indecisive on that. My question to you is, I'm inviting them to this function. Should I kind of fall back from her when I get to this and just fuck with other chicks? Or should I just, you know, kind of persuade her? I'm staying at the same hotel where the function is. So should I push up on her at the function? Or should I just kind of fall back and let her check my game out?
So wait, so you invited her to an event?
Yeah, I invited her to an event, so I asked her, because I will be in L.A. the whole weekend, so I was asking her about our one-on-one time. Would I be able to get in? But she couldn't give me a definite answer. So my thing is when I get to the event, should I push up on her a little bit more, or should I kind of fall back and do my thing like I normally do?
Nah, well, if she ain't give you no specific shit, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't be, you know, holding up your time for her. You feel what I'm saying? So you can let her know, like, hey, listen, you know, let's do something, you know, like, I want to do something this day or this night or whatever. And she's like, oh, I'm not sure, blah, blah, blah. All right, well, let me know if anything changes. And then you just do your own thing. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. All right, I appreciate you, my man.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
I appreciate it. Peace.
Yeah, man. You can't be waiting on these chicks. These chicks be holding your ass up. Remember, guys, make sure you get How to Sex 2 Women a Day ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Click the link below or go to MrLocario.com. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, Locario, what's going on, man?
I'm chilling. What's good? Who this?
It's Rudy.
Yo, your phone sound like it's breaking up. You gotta speak up a little bit.
I said this Ronnie.
Oh, what's going on? What's good?
Hey, I got a question, man. Question is, like, you know about approaching women. I'm still trying to get it right, you know what I'm saying? But my question is, like, can I approach women by, you know, making, like, get her to comply with, like, telling her what to do, like, doing small favors for me and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, you can do that. You can do that while you're talking to her. Be like, yo, go over there and get me some napkins or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do that to her.
Even though when I approach her, right?
You say that again?
When I approach her, I'm talking about when I approach her.
Well, yeah. Well, when you approach her, you should basically be like talking, introducing yourself first. You know what I'm saying? And then you could go into all of that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm hearing my voice in the background. You got the computer up. You got to turn the computer down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I got you.
All right, cool. So yeah, so you can just, you know, just when you approach a chick, you know, talk to her real quick, a little bit. Damn, my fucking nose is crazy. Talk to her a little bit, and then you know, then you can tell her to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, because I called it. Because I wanted to get her to invest in me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, you can do that, but you don't want to do that as soon as you approach. You don't want to approach a chick and be like, "Hey, do this for me," and she's like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? Like, so you want to talk to her first.
No, I know that. But
right.
What I'm saying is, like, I'm talking about when I go up to her, it's like, "Excuse me, how you doing?"
Right.
And then she said, "Okay, how are you?" You know, and then I introduce myself. You know, then I make her invest.
Right. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
You can do that. You know what I'm saying? But also you wanna make her invest, but also consistently. So you know, if you get a number or whatever, and then you hang out with her, you want to get her to invest also while you know the next time you see her, and the next time you see her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the reason I asked that question because I saw a video the other day, you know, about making women do something for you.
Right.
Yeah, and then I just wanted a clear understanding from the video that you had did. That's all it was.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, but just in general, whenever you're talking to chicks and dealing with them, dating them, whatever, you always want to get them to do stuff for you, period. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You feel me? All right?
Right.
All right, bro, man.
All right.
Appreciate the call, my dude. All right? Peace.
All right. Thank you.
All right, let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Locario?
What's popping? Who this?
AKA Lord Locario. The kingdom of teaching these bitch niggas how to actually get to man.
Yo, who this? Who is this?
This is Jay from in Hawaii, AKA the Bruta.
All right, cool. So what's going on with you?
Not too much. Just doing my thing, but I had a couple comments just to kind of lay some things out for the rest of our homies out here and get ass-averse. You were talking about how the subject of the video is that how difficult it is for dudes these days that they don't got game.
Right.
And I was gonna say, like, I'm in sales, so I understand a little bit as far as like there are gonna be days where you're not gonna get anything.
Right.
Then there are gonna be days where it's as if you do nothing and people walk in and they want the product.
Right.
Because they're in the right buying mood. You know, you got your logistics right, your mindset is right. The biggest thing that you can do as a salesman is just to always be ready, so that everything that comes out of your mouth, everything that you do is just ingrained in you. It's automatic, so you're not even really thinking about it.
Right.
And when you're not thinking about it, that allows your conscious mind to look for subtle cues so that you can calibrate your approach, just in case you might need to lean a little bit this way, lean a little bit that way. And the general gist of how that translates in the game is, if you got your beliefs right, your thoughts and your actions will come.
Right.
And the beliefs don't actually have to be based off of logic. And that's, I think, the huge difficulty with a lot of these dudes, because they're so logically minded.
Right.
They feel like their beliefs have to be, well, I haven't gotten girls ever, or I haven't gotten them in a long time, so I must not be X, Y, or Z. But that doesn't mean anything. You really can install a delusional belief inside of your own mind, and your subconscious mind has no choice but to respond out in the world based off that illogical belief.
Real talk. And that's why you got a lot of these dudes who are on that black pill shit and think it's all about, you know, looks and all this other stuff. Like there was this dude I was listening to his video. He said that he was like I think I'm like a 5 or a 6, but he was like, this girl I was messing with told me she thought I was a 7 or an 8, and then he says, but she don't know what she talking about. And I'm like, nigga, her opinion is the one that matters, because she's the one that's fucking with you. So how the fuck you gonna tell the chick rating you that her shit don't matter, but how you're rating yourself matters? I'm like, dude, you're trying to get her, right? You're not trying to fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this nigga, how you gonna tell the chick? How you gonna tell the chick, the one who's supposed to be rating you, that she's wrong? You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, niggas is stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like if I had a product and I knew it was worth $10, but the customer comes in and they're demanding that they think it's worth $80 to $100.
Right.
You think I'm gonna argue with them?
Exactly. Right.
I'll say that 80.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not gonna do that dumb shit, man. Like you gotta understand. Like when you're walking around in the world, and I'm not even that. I'm not that tall. I'm not that good looking. I'm not that fit. I'm kind of chubby. I know, you know, I could talk a little bit, but I walk around in this world and I don't think I'm that, like I'm the shit. But I see people and they respond to me in a certain way. They think, "Man, Jarvis, you huge, you big, you swole." Right. I'm like, nigga, I'm nothing. But I'm not gonna go and tell them that. I'm gonna let them believe what they want to believe.
Right.
Niggas think I can fight. I'm gonna let them believe that, whether
Right.
I can or not.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to find out.
Right.
Most of them don't try.
Mm-hmm.
So why go around selling yourself short? If somebody's gonna give you that credit, let them take it.
Mm-hmm. Real talk,
Right.
man. Real talk, man. But yo, man, I appreciate the call.
One more thing before I get off.
All right, real quick.
Is,
Go ahead.
Yeah. Just like in sales, if you sit down at that desk and you don't go out there on that sidewalk and advertise, you ain't gonna get nothing most of the time. You have to actually actively go out. So most of these dudes gonna have a hard time because they're not actively going out.
Right.
Just like you always say.
Right.
That's
Nah,
all
real
I got
talk.
to say, Locario.
Real talk, bro. Real talk, man. Yo, I appreciate the call, man. All right.
Appreciate you, Mr. Locario. Keep it up.
All right, man. I'm holla. Peace. All right. What up? Locker room was popping, bro. What is good? Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
What's going on, Locario? This is Woods out of Detroit.
What up, bro? What's going on?
Same old shit, different
Alright.
ass. Real quick, because I got a game or a game question, but I know I had called you before and told you about that needy chick that, and she real cool because she come over and give me the ass whenever I want it, but she asked me once, like, what are we? And I was like, look, I ain't looking for a relationship. I ain't trying to be monogamous.
Right.
I had to soft charge her because she asked me the same damn question again. You know?
Right.
I'm like, bitch, I told you.
Right. Nah, that's what they do. They got to keep checking in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, she been hitting me up trying to, like, hey, you know, offer to pay and different things like that. So I ain't been blowing her off, but I just ain't been accepting her advances. Maybe I kind of soft charge her, but I ain't like, I don't know, you know.
Right. Well, the thing is this, you ain't even really got to do that. You just, you just got to keep reminding her with your words and actions. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing also, are you hanging out with her a lot though?
Nah.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay, so yeah, at least you're not doing that shit because sometimes dudes be telling a chick, hey, I don't want to be with you like that, but they'll be with them every day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just
be confused as hell.
Right. So just with your words and actions. So you can still hang out with her, hit it and have your fun, and just if she keep asking, then she keep asking. You know what I'm saying? And then you just tell her the same shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she don't mind fucking me. It's just like every so often. She'll bring up. It pissed when she brought it up the second time. Like the first time when she brought up that what are we. Cool.
Right.
I ain't got no problem. I lay it up there. When she brought that up the second time, man, I was so fucking irritated. I was like,
oh man.
You gonna bring up the same shit?
Right.
I told you. But real quick though, because I really like to hear your opinion on this one. Because again, me being 40, I'm like slowly started fucking with older chicks in they mid 40s. I got to fuck with a couple of women in they like 45, 46, 44. I just did that. It was okay. So I had this chick was like 57, and she was picking me up for to take me to physical therapy and things like that. I ain't never thought she was ugly, but I just wasn't trying to fuck her.
Right.
But what started happening was over some time she would be like, hey, you mind going home now? You wanna run? I ain't really had shit to do, so I went with her. So when she would start doing this, she would start like buying me something to eat. If I had to run here real quick, she'd take me there. All kinds of shit. Like, and that was just buying me like a $5 meal from McDonald's, like spending 15, 10, like that normally.
Right.
And I think proximity caused me to want to fuck her, especially when she was talking about some business she had to handle. But as she's dropping me off, she's like, well, you sure you ain't got to go nowhere? Like, she's like throwing it out there. So when she said that, I was like, oh, well, maybe I should fuck her.
Right.
But it was proximity. So now I done put it out there, got a number, stuck my tongue down her throat. I done did that. But then she got into this scared thing. This was like last week. So I didn't put it out there. I was like, look, you can still do what you do. You got your old man, whatever.
Right. So you saying what's the question though? You saying that should you should you date the older chicks? Say that again. You still there? Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Hello, hello. Man, this dude's freaking thing is done, man. His shit cut off. Ah, man, what's up? Yeah, it's very late. What? Huh? Hold on, wait, I'll tell you. Yo.
Yeah, I think that was my phone.
Yeah, your phone cut off. So what was the question, though? What was the question?
Oh, well, she acted scared. So I'm trying to, I've never dealt with an older woman. I'm trying to figure out, should I, like, well, I'm asking, what should I do? Because I ain't never dealt with older women like that.
So you said she was acting scared about what?
Like I told her, I said, look, you can keep whatever you're gonna do, because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. But I ain't about to sit here and kiss you all day. I'm trying to fuck you. That's basically what I told her.
Right, and she was acting scared about fucking?
Yeah, at 57, 58.
Yeah, so she's she's probably just one of them chicks who, ain't got that much experience. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a cousin like that. She's in like her 40s or whatever, but she, you know what I'm saying? She's kind of weird about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just some they say in the chat room she's old fashioned. You feel me? So that's probably what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you say? I mean, out of your opinion, I don't want to baby the situation. But it's like, I don't want to be, like a show pony either.
Right, just tell her like, hey, this is what I want to do, and if she's ready to do it, then she'll do it. If not, you just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because like I always say, don't change up. See, this is the thing. You don't want to like change up your shit to try to get the chick. You just want to let the chick know what you want, what you're trying to do, and have her comply. And if she ain't complying, you just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because doing all other shit is taking up too much time.
I would, it would be hand in hand. I guess older would just be kind of throwing me off. Like, what? Like, you're supposed to know this. Like,
right. Well, it's probably that particular chick. You know what I'm saying? She's just, she's just all over the place with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Let her know what it is, and then let her see.
Let her do it.
Right. Let her know what it is, and then if she gonna do it, she gonna do it. And if she not, she ain't. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
All right, bro. I'm holla. Peace. Later. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this? Yo. Okay, y'all be playing around when y'all be calling in. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's good? Who's this?
What's going on, Mr. Locario? This is George Kelly.
What's going on, bro?
George Kelly from Rock. I'm pretty good, bro. I'm the guy who called in last time. I'm from Rockford, Illinois.
I'm
the guy who called in, who's been on the Bad Boy membership for a long time and shit like that. Though, I stepped my game up, and it motivated me to study women a lot more. My game's pretty strong and shit. I mean, it could be better, but it's definitely stronger than it was before I came to the Bad Boy membership, bro.
Right. So what's good with you now?
Good. Well, bro, everything's going good, bro. First of all, I wanted to talk to you about Game King, man. I've been trying to figure out when the hell you and I was going to drop that shit, man.
Man, that shit ain't coming out till like fucking next year, bro. We got mad editing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't coming out next year, bro. Next year. I'll say around next year, March or April. That's what I'm saying. Cause we're doing everything ourselves. We just basically put together, like we just been editing this week. So we were like looking at the stuff we want to take, because we got to like edit mad shit out, and then we have to get B-roll, then we got to get music. You know what I'm saying? It's like mad shit. It's like it's gonna take a minute. You feel what I'm saying? It takes a while to do a documentary.
Damn, y'all playing with us.
I'm telling you, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Documentaries ain't easy, bro. That shit take a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit you got to do. It's a lot of shit.
Well, it sounds like it's worth the wait, bro.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be crazy. Trust me. It's gonna be
Today, Locario, I just wanted to ask you, bro, I just got a question about charging chicks to the game and shit, though, bro, because last time I called in, bro, like you said, like I told you before, bro, my game definitely following the Bad Boy membership and, like, doing a lot of shit to step my game up. My game is getting pretty tight. I value myself more, got a lot more confidence in myself. I learned a lot of shit about females and how they work and shit like that, right?
Right.
The thing is, when I learned to charge chicks to the game, lately some of them been coming back and shit like that. Like I had like 2 girls that hit me up like, yo, what's up, what's the deal and shit like that. But one of them I had charged to the game because I had asked that out, and like she had never hit me up back up. So I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Right.
You know, keep that shit pushing and some shit though. Then she hit me back. She hit me back 2 days ago after like 2 weeks and shit though. And another one had hit me up after she saw me on a date the other day and shit like that. And like she hit me up the next morning like, yo, what's up? You want to go out and shit like that? I ain't got back to her yet and shit like that though, because it seemed like when you charge some of them to the game and shit though, some of them be coming back.
Oh yeah, that happens. That happens. But see, the thing is, with that, if you want to deal with them, you gotta deal with them. You know, it's almost like they gotta be demoted. You feel what I'm saying? Because really, usually you'll demote a chick before you charge her. But if you charge a chick and she calls back, she's trying to get back with you, it's like, you know, you demote her. You know what I'm saying? Basically, what that means is that she, you know, she's like the chick you mess with when you ain't got nothing else to do. You feel what I'm saying? She's the, you know, right? You see what I'm saying? She's the chick that, like, let's say if she, you know, if she want to do something, she's paying for everything. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. You see what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, I charge you, but you're coming back. So if you're coming back, then you know what I'm saying? It's I'll deal with you when I deal with you. You know what I'm saying? I'll deal with you when I have time. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so she like last place.
Exactly.
Like, damn. All right. Well, I definitely got it. One last question, bro. I know you got other calls on the line, bro. I know you got other calls on the line. Just because there's this one girl I'm getting ready to charge and shit like that, but like I'm trying to keep my game strong with this one because she bad as fuck and shit like that. And I found out she's initiator for like security and shit though. And she's gonna be initiating like a big ass Jennifer Lopez concert in my hometown in Illinois, like tomorrow over the weekend and shit though. I met her last weekend and shit though, and I found out she's just here for like 2 months and shit. You know, initiating security for like all these events in like my town and shit. Like the night we met, you know, because she was bad as hell and shit like that. Even some dudes who don't have game, they kind of helped me out a little bit because they was coming up to her, they acting all thirsty and shit. I was talking to her. Some dudes even tried to cut me off. I backed off and shit like that because if your game is tight, you know to back off in situations like that. I kind of learned that from you and a bunch of other motherfuckers who are good with game. I learned that the backroom shit and all that. So that same night, you know, I met at a nightclub and shit like that though. I talked my game, spending my game and all that shit though. We even ended up kissing for like 10 minutes outside the club and shit though. Right. So when I hit her up, yo, she gave me her number and her Snapchat. When I hit her number and shit like that, the next day, I'm like, yo, was this such and such? I still ain't hear from her. So I tried a second time, I'm like, yo, is this the right number? I'm like, and I haven't heard anything from her, like, and it's been a week. Right. You know, I didn't hit her up on Snapchat yet, so I'm thinking, should I just charge her ass and shit like that, though, even though she's bad as hell and shit like that. Yeah, charge it to the game, you know what I'm saying? Because, she ain't really hitting you back anyway, you know what I'm saying? So if she does hit you back, like, randomly or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Again, you could just basically, at that point, you demote her. You'd be like, okay, well, she's trying to get back in. All right, this is what I'm going to do. You feel what I'm saying? You know, if she's, you know, it's going to be straight sex or just, you know, if she's trying to do something else, she got to do everything in the situation. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like when a chick is fucking up like that and she wants to, like, and she comes back or she makes something happen or try to make something happen, you have to always sort of have her on the back burner. You feel what I'm saying? She's plan Z. You feel what I mean? Like, that's it. You feel what I'm saying? That is it. You know what I mean? Now, let's say if over time, like, let's say that chick over time, let's say you've been trying to, like, you've been kind of messing with her for a while. Over time, if she, you know, consistently shows that she can move up, then you can, you know what I'm saying? You could take her off of plan Z. But at first, you got to demote them and just sort of treat them like whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Yeah, man. So, you know, if she hit you back, just be like, yo, come through and smash. That's it. That's all you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Well, I got it. Damn, I hate to charge this one, but I don't have to. That's you got to do it. Sometimes you got to do it, man. All right, bro, I'm holla. All right, peace. Later. All right, well, go ahead, bro. Thanks for the call, Locario. Definitely, man. Peace. All right, let me see who this is. Yo, what's good? Who's this? You.
Y'all be calling in and just hanging out. The hell? Alright. Yo, what's going on? Who this? Yo.
What's going on, Mr. Locario? It's Angel, man.
What up? What's poppin'?
So basically, I gotta tell you about this experience I had, man, over the weekend, last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I met this one chick on the app. I don't know if you know the app name. It's called Hot or Not.
I think I heard about that. Is that a dating app now?
No, bro. It's pretty old, but at the same time, there's like hella chicks going on the app and shit. So it's still active. You know what I'm saying? Like girls are active on there. So long story short, I met this one chick. We met at her house and shit. We was chilling. And I spent the night over, like the first night I've ever met her and everything. Like I was talking to her. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about each other. So then I asked her, I'm like, so what do we do out there tonight? You know what I'm saying? Just to get, so like, what does she want out of this experience? Because me, I was just trying to gain a friend with benefits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these are her exact words. She was like, nothing, we keep moving forward. So I'm like, oh shit, really? That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like a lot of girls that I get to meet that are like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So 2 days passed, she texted me back on my phone, like, why don't you text me, you're on Hot or Not, I see you. And then she started cussing at me, bro. Like, literally, like, effing bitch, you know, why didn't you text me? And I'm like, whoa. Like, first of all, I don't have to be committed to you because we're just friends with benefits. That's what you said. I told her, like, that night, you remember you told me, like, there was going to be nothing, like, we just move forward?
Right.
And she was just like, yeah, but you don't, she took it as disrespect for me not to reply to her. And I was like, no, listen, I was busy. I don't have to even reply to you. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not really committed or like that. We're just good friends. You know what I'm saying? So she's basically blowing my phone up, and then every time I'd be on the app, it had like a green ball next to it. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Right.
So she'd go on there and text me like, hey, why don't you reply to my text and this and that? And it's like, I had to let her go, bro. I had to charge it to the game, bro.
Yeah, that's
but
good.
At the same time,
go ahead.
At the same time, I felt uncomfortable doing it because it's like we weren't even dating. We were just. I told her like I'm a free spirit. The first night when she told me, you know, nothing, we just moved forward. I was like, cool, because you're like me. I'm a free spirit. And we just went from there. You know, we did what we did.
Right.
And we went from there. But then it was like, why do you think that she took it that way? Like you, because we didn't really even know each other. We just. I fucked and that's it. The first day we didn't really get to know each other all like that, but then she took it as like I gotta be committed to her, and it was she took it as disrespect when I told her I'm a free spirit. She called me a whore and a man whore and this and that.
Right.
And it was like why you know what I'm saying?
She just like, you know she just feeling a certain type of way because she started probably liking you and shit and all that other dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
It's really nothing to think about. It's just she on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? She's already showing you she's emotionally unstable. So you know what I mean? Like you just got to keep that shit pushing.
And that's what I realized. Like, damn, dude, I loved the experience. It was a fun ass experience. But then it's like now I have to let her go.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's how it goes sometimes. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it goes. So yeah, don't feel no way about that. You know what I'm saying? You charge to the game and keep it pushing. That's it. All right?
Most definitely, bro. I'll call you. I'll hit you up, man.
All right, man. Holla. Peace. All right. Awesome. Yo, what's good? Who's this? You. Why y'all be calling and hanging up? Y'all crazy. It's too hot. Oh, man. But yeah, some of these chicks gonna have to charge to the game, bro. It is what it is. Don't feel bad. There's millions and billions of other women. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, yo, you mofo. I finally got a hold of you.
Why y'all be sending these trolling ass calls, man? Y'all are hilarious. Oh my goodness. Y'all been using these hilarious ass apps. Crazy. So what's good in the chat room, people? What's popping with y'all? What is popping with y'all? Man. What happened? Oh, I don't have my phone. Oh, man. He said it's Tinder free. No, I don't want to turn it on now because it's too hot. I mean, it's too loud for this. Man, she said, do you know about the BLK app? Yeah, I know about that. Miles be using that shit a lot. Man. You.
What's going on, Locario?
What's poppin'? Who this?
This Polo from DC.
Alright, what's good with you?
Ain't too much. I got a question, man.
Alright.
So, I just got into a little short-term relationship.
Mm.
And it was a quick little fling for like about maybe 3.5 months.
Mm.
And I've been fucking with hoes. Like, I've been getting a lot of bitches now.
Mm.
But I just can't get over this bitch. I feel like I'm just fucking these hoes just to get over. And I don't know why, because it was like everything was cool, and then shorty just ghosted me out the blue.
Mm.
I don't know if she was fucking with her ex or whatever the case may be. But it's like, I don't know. Like, I ramped it up since I broke up with her. Like I got a bitch coming over like probably like 2 hours from now.
Mm.
So it's not about me not having no access or anything like that. But shorty still be on my mind. So I'm trying to figure out like, how the fuck do I actually get over to the point where it's like I don't even care? Because it's like I feel like I'm just getting bitches just to get over. Versus before I was talking to her, I was getting bitches because it was like I was on the strip doing my thing.
Right.
And I don't know how to like, I don't know, it's a mindset shift, and I don't know how to like jump to that next level, get back to how I used to be.
Right. Well, I mean, it's two things. One, you gotta you know, be on your purpose, do your own thing, like do other shit, and then also you gotta find another chick you feeling, because some of these girls you probably not really feeling like that. You see what I'm saying? So you're comparing her to them. You feel what I'm saying? Once you find another girl that you feeling, you ain't even gonna be thinking about this chick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
right.
you're not even gonna think. And then also too, all those feelings you have, they're gonna fade away anyway. It's going to subside as time goes on. So you ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you up there falling in love and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens.
See, that's the thing. But let me tell you, before I started talking to Short, I was in like a 7-year relationship. So you know, it took me like damn near like 8 months to get over that bitch. So I was finally over it. Then I went on like a spree. It was like, man, I was like, fuck it, I'm about to just start shooting my shot. And shit was falling. Shit was falling for me. So I was like, all right, bet. This how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Then nigga was like, all right, I'm locked there with this joint. I'm feeling her. And we was doing everything. I was taking her out. Like, it wasn't like it was a problem with my situation or anything like that. I was doing everything I was supposed to do.
Right.
And then started ghosting nigga out the blue. So I was like, damn, bitch, I thought you was feeling the nigga. But that wasn't how the case went.
Right.
So it's like, you know, it's a different type situation. Like, I was in the dock when I got out that 7-year relationship, because I was like, man, fuck these hoes, I ain't worried about no bitches. Then I finally got enough strength to start shooting.
Right.
Then I started shooting my shot, shit started landing. Then I was like, you know what, I'm fucking with her. Let me motherfucking draw back a little bit. I ain't gonna shoot as many shots as I was. And then this shit happened. So it's like, I mean, I feel you. Excuse the motherfucking train and shit.
Right.
But I feel you off the motherfucking, you know, I just gotta get over it and shit.
Yeah, it'll subside, bro. It'll, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go away on its own. But it'll go away quicker when you just focus on some other shit you doing. And also, if you mess with a chick you really feeling, the next chick you really feeling, you ain't gonna be even thinking about this chick at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it works. It's like your mind needs to be occupied with something else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all it is, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, you know, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, cuz. Thanks for the advice, man.
All right, man. I'm holla. Peace.
All right, baby.
All right. Yo, what's good? Who's this? Yo. All right, y'all got to start talking up, man. Y'all be taking too long to answer. Then I got to turn it off. You feel me? Man. Shit. All right. So what is good, people? Let me see who this is. Yo, what's good? Who's this? You. Y'all bugging out. Yo, what up? Who's this?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yo.
Locario.
Hello?
Is that Locario?
Yeah, this is me. What's going on?
It's Benedict. I'm calling from London, actually. I'm a big fan of yours. I've seen your interview with James Tusk. Can you hear me?
That's what's up. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, shout out to James Tusk. That's the dude right there.
James Tusk. Yeah. I know him. I'm based in the UK, so I've got a bit of a bad throat. But I like the work you're doing, and I'm actually I do day game myself. I've personally been doing it for guys on here are probably maybe beginners. But my question is, how do you keep girls around? Like, how important is lifestyle? Because I found getting them and sleeping with them is easy, but I feel like you need to make yourself your own mental point of origin. So how important is having a good lifestyle for keeping women around?
Okay, so you're asking, like, how do you keep the women around, or like what, like, is that what you want to know? Hello, you still there? Hello. Man, y'all phones be acting crazy right now. All right, so I'm gonna just answer that question. So the thing is, and I actually have a program on the Bad Boy membership called "How to Keep Women Loyal to You." But basically, the gist of it is.
Cut off.
Yeah, you got cut off. So I was asking you, saying, how do you get women? How do you keep women around, like, for consistently? Like, how do you, like, get them to stay with you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically what I found is, it's like picking them up, talking to them is easy, but what I've realised is that's just beginner game. It's like, the whole lifestyle thing of keeping them around. It's like, how do you keep these women around?
Right. Okay, so basically, it's basically like you have to be able to, because you're not gonna be able to keep every chick around. This is not gonna happen, but you can keep a good majority of them around if what you do is that you have to be more consistent when you're dealing with them. So let's say you pick up a girl and you sleep with her that night or whatever. You have to hit her up and say, hey, I had a good time, let's do this again. When are you free? So you can, like, see her again. You feel what I'm saying? Because then now what's going to happen is she's going to see you. If she likes you, she's going to want to keep seeing you because, you know what I'm saying? She sees you as a guy who wants to keep things going. So it's about you being consistent with some of the women. Now, some women actually do just want one night stand. So some women, they just going to want to fuck you that night and that's it. You see what I mean? But the key to keeping women around is you being consistent. Because if she likes you and you're consistent, then she's gonna keep staying around because and especially if she likes having sex with you, she'll stay with you because good dick is hard to find for most women. You feel what I'm saying? So if she finds, you know what I mean? So if she likes you, she likes having sex with you, and y'all cool, she's gonna want to keep seeing. Now this doesn't mean you have to make the girl your girlfriend or anything. You can just keep her around for as long as you want, and y'all just hook up, y'all hang out. You know what I'm saying, on some fuck buddy shit or some friends with benefits type of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just about the consistency. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, basically, I understand it's about, having good sex and stuff. And, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. Because I'm sure a lot of the guys on here probably haven't done cold approach. As you said, it's quite hard for the average guy. But I've personally done thousands of approaches, been rejected many times. I've actually got my own YouTube channel. I'm starting to put out content and stuff.
Oh, what's your channel? What's your channel?
A lot of feminists. So
what's your channel?
A lot of that. You got to be careful.
What's your channel? What's the name of your channel? So we could get some people to subscribe to it and all that. Your phone cut off again? I think his phone cut out again. Oh shit. I think his phone cut out again. But call back or go in the chat and put your channel up so people can know your channel and shit, alright? And I think the call fucked up. Man. Shit is crazy. But exactly, K-Zach and 20 said good sex and consistent masculine behavior work the majority of the time. Real talk. Oh, EO in the building too? I didn't even notice that. Shout out to EO. Kelly, you said it's probably my phone. It's not. It's Skype then. I don't know. Because some calls is good. Some calls ain't coming in. Right, let me see. Yo.
call.
Oh my goodness. I'm not fucking with y'all with this trolling shit. I'm not fucking with y'all on this trolling shit. Man. Like when we're talking about 3 reasons cold approaching is whack. Cold approaching is not whack, bro. What are you talking about? Cold approaching is the shit. What are you talking about? Man. Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, what's good?
What up? What's poppin'? Who this?
Dominic.
Alright, what's going on?
Question, what are some ways to make sure that, your girl has respect for you? And is it possible for you to get that back if she's lost it for you? Like, let's say a chick that you've been messing with for a while, you made some mistakes or whatever, and you can tell, like, she's starting to disrespect you and shit. Is there any way you can get that back, or is that kind of, you got to charge to the game and move on, or how does this?
I mean, usually 9 times out of 10, you got charges to the game. Because she's seen you. It's like this. Imagine this. Think about it like this. If you saw a guy, let's say you in high school and you see a bully in school or whatever, and he's like this big bully, everybody look at him as a bully. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And then he tries to bully some kid, and then the kid is shorter than him, and the kid fucks him up, and the bully starts crying. Do you think that bully can now continue to be the bully and the big scary bully, or are people gonna look at him like, get the fuck out of here? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what happens with women when they lose respect for you. There's something you're doing or saying or things that's happening, and now that she can no longer look at you as that man. So sometimes you're just gonna have to charge us to the game if that's in that situation. So this is why from the beginning you're gonna have to make sure that you you got to be consistent with with you being on point. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's the thing.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
So what are some ways like that a woman loses? Like, what are some reasons why a woman loses respect for you?
Usually, well, some of them is like, for example, if you're constantly being acting weak, like crying all the time, complaining all the time, shit like that. If you let her disrespect you, like basically like curse you out, yell at you, raise her voice at you, and you don't do anything, shit like that. If it's usually any types of things that make you look weak to her. You feel what I'm saying? If you're following her all the time, you feel what I'm saying? If you're depending on her for like, money and shelter, you feel what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You see what I mean?
Right.
So that'll make her lose respect for you. But it's just, she'll respect you if you're consistently being that masculine dude who's on point, who don't take no shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
So if she gets out of line, right? Like, let's say she steps out of line. Do you how do you go about checking her then? Since you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what the thing is this: you want to check her very calmly. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the main thing. Just and I got a whole program on checking chicks, and it's basically, you gotta, because this is the thing, you want to check your girl to the point where she ends up checking herself. That's the point of checking her, because you want her to get to the point where she checks herself. You see what I'm saying? So before she's about to do something, she checks herself, or if she did something, she apologizes immediately, like, oh, I know I shouldn't have did that, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. So you want to get her to the point where she's checking herself. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right.
Good looks.
Later.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. But yeah, chicks, if you start acting super, super goofy, they're gonna be like, this nigga, man. Shit. Nathan Wong, what's good, bro? Locker Room said the dating game is rigged against men. Hilarious. Hilarious. The dating game is not rigged, bro. Yo, what's up? Who's this?
Hello, this is Toby, and I am calling from Luthi Technical Support Services. I would like to help you with any tech problems you are having with your computer. Is there any way I can help you today?
This nigga. Oh my God, you motherfuckers. y'all got too much time on your hands, man. Jesus. Where you guys get these? Like, what is this stuff? Hilarious. Anyway. So what's good in the chat room, people? What is popping? Yo, what up?
Hey, what's up, Locario? This is Tyrone from Minnesota.
What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. I'm glad I got a chance to be in touch with you. But yeah, man, I had two quick questions. One, it was this chick that was hollering out for POF, right? So, like a few days ago, I had called her failing her flake on the wrong day. So we were supposed to meet like tomorrow. And like a few days ago, she was like saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to meet up with you today." I'm like, "We supposed to meet up this Saturday coming up." She said, "Oh man, I must be tripping." So I'm like, okay. So my question is like, because she's already been charged. So you think I should just go and still follow through and hit her up or something like that this Saturday and let her know that I'm on my way to the spot?
Well, if you so when you said to her we supposed to meet on what, Saturday? Yeah,
because she failed her flake. She flaked, but she flaked on the wrong date that we supposed to meet up.
Right. So what did she say after you said, "Hey, we supposed to meet up on Saturday"?
She said, "Oh, I must have been tripping. Sorry." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, we see you at so and so this Saturday at 1:30." She's like, "Okay." Right.
Yeah, so hit her up, Saturday morning and be like, "Yo, we still on for tonight," you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And then if she say, yeah, then keep it going. You know what I'm saying? If not, then keep that shit pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think she's going to flake because I even told I like curvy women and big BBWs too. So all she had was mainly face shots or something like that. So I told her to send a full pic of herself, and she didn't send shit. so it was just a fuck with her a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna see what happens on that one. But the other question is, have you ever dealt with a quote unquote visually impaired chick?
Nah. No, I don't know. What happened?
So currently I'm staying at this spot where a bunch of college kids go to. So it's a bunch of young chicks that go here too. So it's very tempting. So I was chopping up with this 19-year-old woman. She's 19 years old, so I told her, like, my niece is older than you. She's visually impaired.
Right.
But, man, the bitch was real nervous and shit. But she the one asked for my number. So I'm just like, all right. So I decided to just go through it. I told her, like, listen, I told her to close her eyes, even though the bitch was blind. I told her to close her eyes because I want to kiss you.
Right.
I want you to forget this.
Right.
So I know it was some ignorant shit, but hey, I ain't give a fuck. So she said, no, I think I'm gonna have to might have to wait 2 weeks. I'm like, all right. So we was in a spot still chopping up, and I was like, listen, I gotta go. I'm about to go. So I figured that the only thing we just good for is just talking, just making small talk. So until she makes up her mind and want to do something, but I don't know. She's very, very cautious because she was tapping her leg and shit while I was next to her, and because I was moving around. She's like, what you doing? And I had my water bottle on her table, and she's like, what is that? I'm like, oh my fucking God. So
just grab her by the hand and lead her ass since she can't see. You feel me? And then just like let her know what it is. But I think you should just date her just for the experience. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a funny experience, but I'm gonna just wait until she hit me up and see what happens. But yeah, she's too nervous, and plus she's too young too. Right. But I'm gonna see what happens though.
All right, well, yeah, let me know what happens, bro. You feel me?
All right, man. You have a good day.
All right, peace, bro. Man, dude, this is going on with the visually impaired chicks, man. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this? You. What up? These niggas, what is like? What's the point? Why y'all calling just to not say nothing? Yeah, dude, this is crazy. Alright, let me see. What the fuck is this? Look. Yo, what up? What's going on?
Hello, hola, amigo. I would like to order 2 burritos today. One with carne asada and one with carnitas. Please add extra onions and cilantro. I would like this order to go for Roberto.
Yeah, niggas.
Hola. I said I would like to order 2 burritos, one with carne asada, one with carnitas. Add extra onions and cilantro.
No, we don't got extra onions, bro.
You don't have carne asada burritos?
Nah. We only got plain pizza. You still want it? Hello? See these niggas, man. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, it's Maurice.
What up? What's going on, bro?
Yo, I got a question for you, man.
All right.
What's the number one trait when it comes to a masculine man, and what's the number one trait when it comes to a so-called beta male self?
Right. Well, that's the thing. The number one trait I would say, when it comes to masculine men is leadership. You feel what I'm saying? And beta males are more followers. You feel what I'm saying? So a masculine man is going to lead a woman. A beta male is going to follow a woman. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that today. I think the beta male put the woman on the pedestal, and the alpha puts himself on the pedestal.
Right.
So I believe, I agree with you, man. I agree with you on that.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That's what it is.
All right, man.
All right, man.
And one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like how important it is to, like, let me say, it's like setting boundaries is a form of leadership with a woman. Like, if you do this shit, your ass gone. That's like a form of leadership, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Right. All right, man, that's all.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro. All right?
Yeah.
Crazy. You. What's going on? All right, I'm going to stop answering for this dude. This dude's bugging out. Chaz, you said these dudes be liking BBW. I look at them suspicious. Why you be looking at them suspicious? Niggas like big chicks, too. Everybody don't like the same shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, yo, what up? It's Tyrone.
Oh, shit. Really? What's poppin', Tyrone?
Yo, you there, my dude?
I'm chilling. What's going on?
Yeah, my sister just got home from school and said you called her fat. Is this shit true?
This nigga with this ownage prank shit. What's going on?
Look, I don't have no time for no games. You just call my sister.
This nigga. Oh, man. Hilarious. But yeah, dudes like different chicks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like skinny chicks, niggas like thick chicks, niggas like fat chicks. You said they like BBW because they have low standards? But what if they like BBWs though? How's that having low standards? Yo,
what's going on?
Poppin', who this?
This is Sean from Queens.
What up? What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man, chilling. Yo, I got this problem, right? Met this girl through a friend. And we hooked up, not hooked up, but like we linked up a couple times, but I really get to smash it. So I was supposed to meet up with her today, but she wanted to reschedule.
So you said there's a chick you're supposed to. So how many times you met up with her before?
Like 3 times.
So you met up with her 3 times, and what did y'all do?
We was chilling. Like we went out a couple of times.
Y'all went out on 3 dates already?
Yeah.
All right, and you ain't hit it yet?
Well, every time I wanted to hit it, like it was never like the right time. Like something always happened. Like,
what do you mean? Like, give me an example. What happened?
Like the first time, I had to go to work, so I didn't really have enough time. And like the second time, man, we just went out. You know what I'm saying? And she had wanted it, but like I didn't have like the place or whatever.
So wait, you ain't got your own place?
Nah, I don't.
Damn, how old are you?
28.
28. Damn, you gotta get your own place, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
And so wait, you say you're supposed to see her tomorrow?
Well, I was supposed to link up with her today, but she hit me up and she wanted to reschedule. So I don't know if she, still wanna link up or whatever.
Bruh, man, it sounds like this might be over, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Because you already went out with her 3 times. And look, this is what you got to do, man. Next time when you, if this girl hits you up again, or if y'all see each other again or whatever, you gotta take her to a hotel or something. Or does she have her own place?
Yeah, she got her own place, but like, yeah, she does.
Okay, so next time, tell her, hey, listen, I'm gonna come to your spot and we gonna get it in. You feel what I'm saying? No more going out, none of that shit. You going straight to her house.
All right, cool.
You feel what I'm saying? And the next time you deal with any of these chicks, right? Don't go on no more than one date. That's it. You go on one date, get a drink, feel her out a little bit, and then the next time you just be like, yo, I'm gonna come over to your house or we gonna go to this hotel and smash. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? Alright?
Yeah.
Alright, bro.
Alright, Locario.
I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Thanks.
Alright, peace. Later.
Alright, peace. Later.
Man. Alright, what up? Who this?
Yo, what's good, Locario?
Chillin', what's poppin'? Who this?
Oh, man, this is John from Philly.
Alright, what's going on?
What's going on, bro? Man, long time supporter. Well, not long time. I actually just got into you about,
Alright.
I would say, maybe 7 months ago, man. But, you know, I like everything you're doing, bro. But I do have one question, which I wouldn't really say it's necessarily a disagreement, but it's more of I just kind of want more, I would say, clarity. Okay, so I just turned 22. You know, I'm still in college. And I get everything you say about I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thrown aback when you said, you know, as men, you know, if we really want to be successful in the game, we have to accept, you know, a woman's nature. Like if she slept with 1,200 dudes.
Right.
And at first, I'll be honest, I was one of those dudes. I was like, what the hell? But then, you know, when I thought about it, I was like, okay, to a certain degree, I do get what he's saying. But I also look at it also from I would say a mathematical sense. I don't want to say necessarily mathematical, but I look at it almost like a puzzle piece kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example. Okay, so if a woman has to accept a man, you know, a man's nature, right? It's okay, but he brings, outside of the sexual part, a man brings maybe stuff like leadership, you know, game. I don't know if you ever heard of Patrice O'Neal.
Oh yeah, Patrice O'Neal's that dude.
Yeah, he's a great example of that. You know, so I get it when you say it because I look at, but you know, I'll be honest, I look at it from if you said it the reverse way, I'm yeah, because the man brings a lot to the table outside of just penis.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I just always wanted to ask outside of just let's say if you accept her, you know, a past and sexual nature, what should a man, because I'm a young dude, so I haven't been around the block that long, but, you know, I just want to know, because I know you've been doing this for a while, what else could a woman bring to the table outside of just, you know what I mean?
Outside of just sex, you talking about? So you saying what can a woman bring to the table outside of sex?
Yeah, outside of sex and maybe a kid or whatever, bearing children. Let's say if a dude isn't really trying to, he wants a wife or whatever, or a girlfriend or a long-time girlfriend or whatever, but, you know, maybe kids not in the picture for him.
Right.
What should he expect from her?
Well, the thing is,
I'm a young dude.
Right.
I'm not no expert.
Well, the thing is, you got to figure out what you want to do in life, right? And then based off of that, you have the girl that you're dealing with or the women you're dealing with, basically help you succeed. You see what I'm saying? Even shout out to my dude Eddie Fuse. Eddie Fuse says that, you know, a woman should always be thinking, how can she improve your life today? Every time she wake up in the morning, how can I improve my man's life today? You see what I'm saying? So that means she needs to. So let's say, for example, you have a guy. Let's say you got a dude who's trying to be a rapper, right? And he have a girlfriend, right? His girlfriend should be fucking booking his studio sessions, helping him print out CDs, you know, helping him sell the CDs out the car. You feel what I'm saying? She's supposed to help him with his shit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
That do make sense.
Right. You see what I mean?
Right. That's all I was saying. I was because I would say, like I said, I have no issue, you know, accepting that part of it, but I just always nobody ever filled out that. Feel a lot of, I've seen other dating coaches say it, but no, I've never seen anybody, you know, go, you know what I mean, talk about the other part to accepting it.
Right. But that's the thing. You gotta, you know, if you're dealing with a chick, you know, beyond sex, which, you know, it's good to do that in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and that comes to when you're actually, let's say if you have a girlfriend or a wife, that's where that, you know, most of that comes into. You know what I'm saying? But before that, you know, you can just hook up with chicks, and if you like a chick and you want to keep her on the team, or, you know, build with her or something else, you got to see if she's worth doing that, and to see if she's going to cooperate, and then, you know, she'll make it happen.
That's pretty much all I really wanted to know, man. Like most of everything else, I would honestly say I mostly agree with. I just always had issues with that part, because like I said, it's more of like a puzzle piece.
Right.
It's like I get it when you say game, it's like a game board, like you know what I mean? We all just learning all this shit, you know, together at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, take this. If you take me back, like maybe like 8 months, man, I didn't even know what game. And like I've always heard older dudes say it, you know, uncles and stuff, but I never knew exactly what it was.
Right. Well, see, you gotta watch that when we come out with that Game Kings documentary. You're gonna see it's so heavy, man. We gonna be talking about all of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. Let me get a few more of these. All right, I'm gonna holla. Peace.
All right, man. You have a good one.
Peace. But yeah, man, when that Game Kings documentary come out, bruh, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Man, y'all bugging out with this. Yo, what up? Who this?
All right, mate. It's me again.
Who said it again?
All right. It's Benny, from England. Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, good. Yeah, my internet's shit because I don't have an American number. I'm having to use this app.
Okay.
Yeah, I got cut off, but basically my channel is just Benny Confidence, so BENE Confidence.
So how you spell that? DANNY?
So BENE. So
Benny. Benny Confidence.
Benny Confidence.
Benny Confidence. Okay, so you just type that in YouTube and you find your channel. All right, cool. So make sure you guys.
I had like one last question before you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which was like, I've heard. Can you hear me?
Say that again.
I had one more question. Yeah, thanks for the tips on the lifestyle. About, you know, I was also going to say with the keeping girls around, like alpha male strategy says to wait a week after you sleep with them, like to look like you're not needy, but you're saying you should act like you're really interested. So I'm a bit confused who to.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so, I'm not sure. Do you act needy, or do you want to not act needy, or do you want to text them straight away?
Right. This is what you got to understand. When you first meet women, right? Let's say you get a girl's number, right? When a girl first meets you, you're basically in most cases in the category of every other guy, meaning that you have no significance to her yet, right? So what happens is let's say for example, let's say me and you meet a girl tomorrow. We both meet the same girl and we both get her number, like just in different times of the day, right? Now let's say you're waiting, let's say you waited a week to call her, but I called her the same day. You feel what I'm saying? And then I told her, hey, come through to my crib, and she comes over my crib and I fuck the shit out of her, right? Now, she's more emotionally attached to me than you. You see what I'm saying? Because you haven't even called her yet. You see what I'm saying? So now, what happens is that you may try to hit her up, and then she may end up not picking up the phone, not wanting to see you, because now she's all into me now because I fucked the shit out of her. So the thing is, when you first meet girls, what you want to do is you want to get them emotionally attached to you. How do you get them emotionally attached to you? You either go out on a date or you fuck them. You feel what I'm saying? When you first meet a girl, you're not going to get her emotionally attached by waiting to call her. That does nothing. You see what I'm saying? In fact, it makes it harder for you to get with her because there's other guys trying to fuck with her. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You got
that makes sense. Yeah, some people try and play it too cool. I think it's,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's probably better to just, like you said, be more strive by the iron top, because that whole thing of waiting a week.
Yeah.
I don't know why he says that. He's got a great channel, but I was just curious on your thoughts.
Because see, the thing is this. You can wait a week after you hit it, or you can wait a week after you went on a date. But when you first meet a girl and you haven't had any experiences with each other, like you haven't really gotten to like, you know, get to know each other on any level, she's not going to be emotionally attached. So therefore, if you call her a week later, she may be onto some other shit right now. You see what I'm saying? So you have to get her to experience you first then you could wait if you want to. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't wait when you first meet a girl.
No, I wasn't talking about the approach. I was talking about after you smash them, like how long would you a week. I'm not talking about the approach. I was talking about after you bang the chick.
Oh, you're talking about after you bang the chick and everything. Yeah, you can wait if you want. You know what I'm saying? You can wait if you want, but you don't necessarily need to. That's what I'm saying. Like after you have sex with a girl and she likes you, right? You can call her the next day. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really necessarily matter. I would say this: if you had sex with her, you could call. It doesn't really matter when you call it. If you just sort of like went to get coffee with her, you don't want to like keep blowing up her phone all week. You feel what I'm saying? But the main thing is that she has to have had some sort of experience with you to get attached in order for her to even care if you haven't called her. That's the point that I'm trying to make. You see what I'm saying? So what I was saying at first...
obviously it's just that guy, alpha male strategies. Obviously everyone's got their own opinions, but he said that if you call her the next day, it comes like a boyfriend after you slept with her, and if you want to come like a player, you should leave it. He says, if you call them the next day, it's very predictable. I don't know what you think about that.
Like if you call, so he's saying if you have sex with a chick,
you call them,
and then you call them the next day.
The next day immediately, it looks like you're.
Well, this is the thing. When you have sex with a girl, you should call. See, this is another thing. If you have sex with a girl, you should call her the next day and say, "Hey, I had a good time. We should get together again sometime." And the reason why is because you want her to respond back to you and say, "Hey, I had a good time too," whatever. Because you want proof that she had a good time. So just in case you fuck a girl and she say, "Oh, he raped me, he took advantage of me," you have proof. You feel what I'm saying? That you didn't. That's one thing. You see what I'm saying? Because some of these chicks out here are fucked up. So that will do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah,
so that's one reason you want to text him back. But this is what I'm saying. If the girl likes you, it doesn't matter.
Last question. Last question I was going to say is basically I haven't been out all week. I've been focusing on business because I realised obviously after you do this for a while, you start to you get good at approaching, but then you think, shit, I have to work on other areas of my life and focus on my purpose, business, getting the lifestyle going, you know. And basically, I said to this girl, when I'm next in London, because I live near London, we can grab a drink, and she says maybe with a smiley face, like. And I didn't reply because I saw that as maybe it's a shit test. But when a girl says maybe, like I just ignored it. But does that mean, it depends, does it mean no or yes? When you get the word when you hear the maybe in text, what do you do?
What I would text her back is I would say, I don't do maybe, but hit me back when you're ready to go out. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And then just leave it at that. Because you don't want to start playing games with the chick. You see what I mean? So
what you could do is just roll off, like ignore it, and then just send them like they call it a ping text, just send her a little message or something, because I just didn't reply, and therefore I'll hit her up in a few days, because I don't know, like, I think, people say you should pick to win. There's a balance of being persistent versus greedy, isn't it? Like, how do you can be persistent, because at the end of the day, you got nothing to lose, but, like, I say maybe, I'm not sure. What does that mean, yes or no? Because sometimes they're just fucking around,
Well, that's the thing. See, you want to always, when you are interacting with women, you want to always have them following your shit. You understand what I'm saying? Your frame. So if the girl is like, you say, hey, let's get together. She's like, maybe, right? No, we're not doing maybe. We're doing either we going to see each other or not. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. And so that's why I said you could say, hey, I don't do maybe. Hit me up when you're free so we can get together. And that's it. And then you leave it at that. So if she wants to get back to you, she's going to have to get back to you.
She probably won't be, as you said, she might not be emotionally attached enough to chase you, because if you just say, hit me up when you're free, she probably won't. Like, that's the problem. But whereas
and if she doesn't, that means she's not feeling you. You see what I'm saying? This is what I want you to understand. A lot of guys are game goofy, meaning they'll do a lot of goofy shit to try to get a girl, when all you need to do when you're trying to get women is find the women who are interested in you. And the way you find out if a woman is interested in you is that you quickly get to the point. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit there and like not text a girl for 3 days and wait a week and do all this other stupid shit. I'm like, yo, let's get together, this Friday to get a drink. Are you free? She says, maybe. I'm like, listen, I don't do maybe. So if you're free to get a drink, let me know. And then I just leave her alone. You see what I'm saying? Because what happens is sometimes a chick likes you, but she'll play games because she thinks she has to play games. The same way guys think they have to play games to get a girl. You see what I'm saying? But what's going to happen is when she sees that you're not the game playing type, she's going to reach out to you to actually make it happen. You see what I'm saying? And if she doesn't reach out to you, that means she wasn't interested in you anyway, and she was just being an attention whore. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's good to be direct, but it's still like, obviously they don't want to seem too easy sometimes, so it's hard to know if they're interested or not. But I thought that, obviously,
right, and sometimes you have to let them know what you trying to do and then fall back. Just like, so if she's saying maybe, well, listen, I don't do maybe, so when you're ready to see me, holla at me, and then you don't call her at all. You see what I'm saying? Because if she actually wants to see you,
I heard that might come across a bit reactive. I heard someone say, I don't do maybes, it sounds like you're reacting to her, but if you just ignore it and then maybe hit her up in a few days, I thought that would look a bit more.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Why wait to hit her up in a few days? Why don't you just tell her now?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Guys do, because let me ask you a question. If the girl doesn't like you, do you think it's gonna matter if you hit her up in a few days?
No, the only thing I was gonna say is, like you said, there's three types of girls. It's yes girls, maybe, and no. So obviously, the game is played with the maybe girls. The girls on the fence, you can kind of convert. But obviously, you could have the best text game, but if your initial interaction was shit, there's not much you can do.
Right, but also too, what it is that, see, what you're doing is that you're always looking for the ones who's ready to make it happen. You understand? And so what happens is that you wanna have your game in a way where they have no room to play games with you. Because see, if you do that, if a chick says maybe, and then you wait 4 days to text her back, you feel what I'm saying? Then what happens is that you're playing the game her way. You feel what I'm saying? You want the women to play the game your way, which is you're not wasting time. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's really good advice. Yeah, last thing, I know you got a lot of callers, is just balancing the persistence versus neediness, because at the end of the day you got nothing to lose. But, you should just go for yes girls, should you? You should also go for the maybe girls. That's the whole point of the game, isn't it?
Right. Well, this is the thing. The maybe. See, this is what you gotta understand. The maybe girls, you need to let them do all the work. You understand? Meaning that, let's say because I was talking about this earlier, where you would have to like seduce those chicks, right? So you can go and seduce them, but my thing is I rather let them do all the work. Meaning, if the girl is saying to me maybe and she's sort of wishy-washy, what I do is I just leave it in her territory. You understand? In her court. So if she's on some maybe, I don't know, I'll be like, well, listen, you hit me up when you want to holler at me, when you want to see me. So what happens is, if she's interested, she's gonna hit me up. If she's not, she's not. But I didn't waste time trying to get her. I didn't waste time waiting 3 days and then getting back to. No, I'm not doing all of that. Now the ball is in her court. You feel what I'm saying? And so if she's ready to make something happen, what happens? Say it again.
I said, it makes sense. It's just sometimes I've actually had it in the past where a girl, like you said, a situation could change. Maybe she has a boyfriend. I think this girl has a casual boyfriend. I asked, did you have a boyfriend? She said, kind of. It's like you can hit them up in a few months' time and their emotions change. The situation changes. And it's like if you didn't persist, you're potentially losing out.
But also think about it this way. Think about how many chicks you're losing out on who are yes women who, when you're wasting time trying to get this girl. You see what I'm saying? And this is the thing. See, what guys don't understand is your style of game, right, will dictate also how you view women and how you view yourself. Meaning that if I'm spending a whole bunch of time on this one girl, that means I'm gaming in scarcity. You understand what I'm saying? So that means that I have a scarcity mindset because I feel like I need to spend a lot of time on this girl. Versus, I'm like, there's a bunch of women out here that wanna fuck with me now. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna spend my time with those women. You see what I'm saying? Getting with those chicks. I'm not gonna waste a whole bunch of time waiting 3 days, waiting 5 days, doing all this other nonsense to get with a chick. When there's so many other women out there I can get with who's gonna automatically want to fuck with me like that. You feel what I'm saying?
So yeah, I understand. So you're saying leave the ball in her court, just like if they're fucking around playing games, just like leave it in their court and just move on because there's so much abundance. I mean, I'm not texting her. I was just curious because you often get this bullshit maybe response. It's very common over text.
Right, and that's what I say. You got to just flip it back around and let them know I ain't trying to play the game. So holler at me when you're ready. You feel me? And that's it. That is it.
Thanks very much.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, brother. Peace. Later, man. Peace. All right. Yo, what up? Who's this? Y'all be bugging the fuck out. All right, this is the last call I'm going to take. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, Mr. L. Hey, this is Sean, bro. How's everything going, man?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Hey, man, I'm just giving you credit. You've been really doing it. You've been doing a great job and telling guys a whole lot of really useful things out here. I want to say something, though, as far as I've been talking to, ARC, Alan Roger Curry throughout this year, as well as you. And a lot of guys, I think they get the whole Mode 1 confused as far as, the correct way of doing that. Because when he and I have talked, he said that you don't just have, the way that I'm talking to you now or being really loud or things like that and just going up to random women where you haven't really calibrated, you haven't really been able to read the women or anything like that, and you're just saying, that you want to hook up with them and things like that. He was actually showing in a video about, whispering, to women's ear, trying to pull them, after you see that there's interest that's there and trying to work things that way. And also, I think, from my experience, if they have friends or people like that around and it's a group, it can be hard as shit to try to do that. So I try to talk about isolating and trying to get, the female away from other people or trying to, whisper and things like that, being more subtle, because he had that in a video. He said he doesn't just go up and just say, hey, I just want to, have sex with you and, I want to do this to you and, things like that. So, like, what do you think about that?
As far as what? Like,
as far as, you're putting your intentions out there, but you're not just, saying it, I guess, loud in front of, other people or everybody there and things like that. Because what happens, from what I've noticed, is that, I've had, people, they would cock block in situations like that, even maybe if the woman had been interested or whatnot, or she might feel embarrassed and, not want to do it because, other people are around in the situation.
Right.
Instead of if we were, like, together, isolated one-on-one or, things of that nature.
Right. Well, as far as Mode 1, though, I don't speak on that because that's Alan Roger Curry stuff, you know what I'm saying? But as far as being direct with a chick, it's good to make sure she's isolated or she can only hear you, because a lot of times if there's like a audience there or she got friends right next to her and they're hearing everything, she's going to react differently. You know what I'm saying? Because her friends are there. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you have to, talk to her in her ear or, isolate her and all that other stuff, because that makes the experience more beneficial in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, thanks. Because I've had situations where I would, a number closed the regular way, I guess, that I would do things, and I would escalate, either on the phone or through text message if I wasn't able to isolate the female while she was there, if it was her and her mom or somebody like that or whatever it is. It worked for me, but, I couldn't, I guess, be really direct in person, when we had originally met each other, so I had to be direct over the phone or whatever it was. But, I mean, it still worked in my favor in that situation. But I guess what happens is a lot of guys have it where it's such a sign they're trying to overanalyze things so much, and I know that I've listened to you a whole lot, and, guys will think, you have to say X, Y, and Z, and, you have to put this formula together, and you have to be direct, and you have to touch, the woman a certain kind of way, and, you have to have your body placement here and all this type of stuff, and, I just wanted, just as far as just the natural, way of doing things. So I've always been a natural,
right?
But I try to learn some, techniques here and there, because my biggest problem was closing the deal. I know you and I talked, we've talked, over the years and whatnot, and, I never really had a big issue with just like flirting and having regular conversations and things like that. It was just trying to close the deal or escalate things or being prepared. Because there's those situations where, you're in a situation where it escalates and you can, make things happen, but you might not have protection with you. And one thing about me, I've never been foolish enough to act on impulse, and if I don't have protection with me, to just do something, just out of being, silly or whatever it is with that, So I've had to sacrifice sex on different occasions and whatnot, from not being prepared.
Right.
But I mean, I don't look at it as though, I screwed up. It was more so a learning experience with it.
Right. Real talk, man. Real talk. It's, and it seemed like you have a good understanding of the game. You feel what I'm saying? Which is good, you know what I mean? Which more dudes really need to understand what's going on out here, man. But yo, listen, I appreciate the call, bro. I gotta head up out of here. I'm gonna holler at you later, all right? All right, bro.
Yeah, it's a big thanks to you, though. I appreciate it. Thank you to you and everybody else.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
Thank
all right.
You too.
All right, so guys, listen, I'm about to be out of here. Let me shout out to all the people in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Who we got up in here? We got Live Fabulous in the building. Who else? Brandon Kelly. What you talking about, Brandon? You say you learned game from Locario for free and never paid for a membership. See, that's why you gonna stay in the same place, bro. Because if you think you're not missing something, you missing something, bro. Because the Bad Boy membership, like I always say, this is what I tell you guys. Look, the stuff I give you on YouTube is the bread. The Bad Boy membership is the bread, the cheese, the lettuce, the tomato, and the meat. It's the whole sandwich. So do not fool yourselves thinking that you're getting... I'm only giving you a small percentage of the game on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So I give you the how-tos of how to do the shit on the Bad Boy membership. Make sure you guys join the Bad Boy membership. Also, make sure you guys get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Check this out. Go to MrLocario.com to get your copy. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Dwight Howard, Locker Room, Charles Gray, the Alpha. Who else? Raven. Who else is up in here? Oh, Alfie Kingdom in the building. Shout out to you. Solo TV 84. Shout out to you. Brandon. Who else is in here? Ahmed, Elliot Morris, Dominique, Greg. Who else? Elroy Jetson, Chaz Velez, Vincent, Big Stain in the building, Gillian, Kelly Moore, Tito Smiles, Super Saturn, what up? Dion, who else is up in here? Dante, who else is up in here? People, SA, Reggie, shout out to you. Man, Nakayo. Shout out to everybody in the chat. So listen, guys, I'll be back next week, man. All right? So I'll let you guys later. Have a good weekend. I'm out. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.